My name's Justin Risser from Meadow Vista Dairy in Bainbridge, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. We milk 850 cows and we farm 730 acres and we milk our cows 3 times a day. So this farm dates back to 1949 when my grandpa bought it from his father-in-law. At that time, my grandpa operated this farm as a general farm. It wasn't until my dad's generation that it became focused on dairy. I'm the 4th generation to work on this farm. I decided to come back because I really liked the cow management side of the business, and I felt I was good at it. And I was welcomed back because that was my dad's role and he wanted to kind of train the next generation. Going forward, we have 3 young kids, and then I also have a number of young nephews. So the door's wide open in the Risser family for the next generation. At Meadow Vista Dairy, we focus on cow care, and some of the things that we feel that help to make the cows exceptionally comfortable would be the sand bedding and the ventilation that we provide in the summertime, and the cow cooling aspect of the sprinklers. We also monitor the animals indirectly through computer records to make sure that they're healthy on a daily basis. We walk the cows daily and they get lots of visual observation from not only the milkers but the herds people to make sure that they are well and healthy and a good producer of quality milk for the public. We work with a nutritionist on a weekly basis. We are constantly sampling feeds to make sure that the ration is balanced. A ration that we call in the dairy industry is the diet of the cow. When we keep the ration balanced and we do all our crossing of the T's and dotting the I's, we know that the cows are getting a consistent feed that is balanced for their individual need. And that relationship that we have with our nutritionist is essential to maintaining the health of the herd and just making sure that the cows are performing at the best of their ability, but then also are the healthiest animals that we can have. So once a calf is born at Meadow Vista, there's many things that we want to try to do within the first couple hours to maintain the calf's health. First and foremost, and we want to dip its navel in iodine to just prevent any sort of infection that might develop. We also vaccinate it with a couple vaccines that will help provide immunity for a couple weeks until it starts to develop its immune system. The first milk that it receives, colostrum, which is the cow's first milk, is rich in antibodies. We make sure that we get 4 quarts of colostrum in that calf as soon as possible. Once it's born, we also move it to a nursery barn where it's kept separate for a number of weeks so that it develops an immune system and doesn't have interaction with a lot of the other calves, because we don't want any sort of transport of disease between the calves before they are ready to be mixed and commingled with other calves. So once the calves are in their individual stalls, they're given free choice water that's changed daily, and then they're also given a grain that they can consume once they start to develop an appetite for solid food. They're fed milk twice a day. We feed whole pasteurized milk directly from the herd. Once they get to an age that's appropriate for weaning, which is usually around 5 to 6 weeks of age, we start to restrict the milk intake so that they start to consume more solid food. And then we eventually take all the milk away and we have them completely on solid food and wean from the milk. At that point is when we're looking to start to commingle them with their herd mates and develop the social aspect of being a young calf. The calf herd is our future herd, and so we know that if we start them off well, that they will be healthy and productive when they enter the herd in 2 years. Being a part of the Calving Corner since its inception, I feel like this project is a great connection point for consumers and farmers. I grew up in a generation where I had a number of friends in school that I knew were from family farms, and now I see my kids and they don't have many friends that are from farming families. More people have exited farming and farms have gotten bigger and more efficient, and so there's a lot more disconnect than from even 30 years ago. And so this is a great touch point for us as farmers to meet with consumers at the farm show. There's no one greater impact you can have on such a magnitude of the consumers than you can in 1 week at the farm show. I enjoy being a dairy farmer because I enjoy putting a high quality product on the table for not only my family but for the families of Pennsylvania and surrounding states. It's a responsibility that we as dairy farmers don't take lightly. Dairy is a very important staple of every diet, and having quality milk start at the farm is essential for having consumers have quality products on their table.